On October 20th, 2016, Rockstar gave us our very first look at Red Dead Redemption 2, showing off multiple different locations like farms, forests, lakes and towns. It all looks absolutely beautiful. With the original Red Dead Redemption being my favourite ever Rockstar game, I am, like many others, very highly anticipating the sequel. But that trailer we got was 11 months ago now, and that is all we have been shown off of the game. We've had a few screenshots being given to us here and there, but that hasn't given us much to talk about. And in May 2016 it was announced that Red Dead Redemption 2 was getting delayed from fall 2017 now to spring 2018. Until Rockstar took to Twitter and announced that there will be new news about Red Dead Redemption 2 on September 28th, 11 AM Eastern Time, which is 3 PM where I live. The biggest hope I'd say that many of us have for this new reveal is that perhaps it'll be a new trailer, potentially what the story will be. Some believe it could be Red Dead Redemption Online. We're also hoping for a release date as well. So with new info on the game right around the corner, it's got me very excited. But as I've always said many times, if you're a true fan of a certain game, you must be able to raise awareness on concerns you may have with the game to others in the community because you want it to be better. And since the first trailer that came out last October, of course it has resulted in a large amount of speculation on what kind of story they'll tell, and there is one side of speculators that has got a large following on their theory for what Red Dead Redemption 2's story is going to tell. And I have concerns regarding that theory. I also must stress that there will be spoilers in this video regarding the first Red Dead Redemption story. So if you don't want to know about it, click off. Hold on a sec, I don't think I made that clear enough, hold on. There will be Red Dead Redemption spoilers in this video. So let me explain why I think, regarding this particular theory on Red Dead Redemption 2's story, why I have concerns about it. Many people believe that Red Dead Redemption 2's story will be a prequel to the original. In the first Red Dead Redemption, we play as John Marston, a former gang member who is trying to cover up his dark past by doing the government's dirty work. Throughout the story, in the dialogue, his past is very commonly mentioned as he talks about the men who he rode beside when he was in the gang. The three men that Marston sets out to find in the story is Escuela, Williamson and Dutch, who were all a part of his gang. In Red Dead Redemption 2's trailer and on the front cover, we see that there are 7 men that potentially look like a gang, and has led some people to believe that the story is going to revolve around the events before the first Red Dead Redemption. Now granted, there are many other theories that are out there that still refer to the game being a prequel, but for this video I just want to focus on this particular one. Now I don't have an issue with prequels in general. I believe that they can contain interesting concepts to things we knew upon after the events, but we seek out more interest as they take us further back in their universe. But in some cases for other games, prequels tend to sometimes lose their tension before the story is even told. What I mean by this is, take example Gears of War Judgment, God of War Ascension, Batman Arkham Origins, etc. All these prequel games to big franchises. You see, these games have stories that include the characters that are in the main series. For example, Baird and Cole are in Gears of War 1, 2 and 3, and they're also in Judgment. Kratos from God of War 1, 2 and 3 is in God of War Ascension. So we're experiencing the stories they have to tell before the events of the main entries of the franchise. So already we kind of have a good idea as to what the conclusion of the story is going to be. Sure, the story can still be good, but personally I've never been able to feel the tension as I went on the journey with these characters that the game really wants you to care about. But the thing is, what's so worrying about caring for characters that you know are going to make it through this game? You know what their destiny is. Now in Red Dead Redemption 2, it's not so easy to make a straight up sequel because the main character John Marston is dead. So if this theory is true, the 7 men that are on the cover, potentially one could be Marston, one could be Dutch, one could be Escuela, and one could be Williamson. If that's the case, then we already know 4 of the 7 characters and what their destiny will be because of the main focus of the first game story. So already that sort of kills the tension we are thought to carry along with us as we play through the story. Like, we know they're going to have a big fallout eventually, we potentially know where John's going to end up, etc, etc. Now, like I said earlier, prequels can provide a new, interesting perspective, but when it's centered around characters that were included in the main entries, for me at least, in some way it gives us little reason to even care, because you already have this faint idea of what the outcome is going to be. But at this time, that is currently my only concern regarding Red Dead Redemption 2's story. And there are many other theories out there, like perhaps we'll play someone completely different, perhaps we'll play one of the 4 main characters in the first one, Who knows? On Thursday, whatever Rockstar are planning to show us, I do want to state that I'm still super excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. And even though I have concerns if the story does end up being a prequel, when I think about it, I've never known any game or movie that is a prequel and puts the number of whatever entry that is in the franchise. For example, Gears of War Judgment wasn't called Gears of War 4, it was called Judgment because it's a prequel, obviously. And of course, when Gears of War 4 came out, that was a sequel to Gears of War 3. God of War Ascension should have been called God of War 4, but it was called Ascension because it's a prequel, I guess. So I've never known any game to do that, or even movie when I think about it. But if Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually a prequel, I would question the title. Besides all that though, I am very excited to see what Rockstar have in store for us on September 28th. I just hope I'll have that same emotional connection in its storyline when I play through it. Thanks for watching guys. If you guys have your own personal theories on Red Dead Redemption 2's story, be sure to share them down in the comments and drop a rating on this video if you find it necessary. And be sure to subscribe for more future content guys. Thank you very much for watching, take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day guys. See ya.